What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for jumping into another video. You might have noticed that there was a bit of a pause between the alert, which tells you that this is not financial advice and that I am not a financial planner or financial advisor, to me actually showing up in the video. And the reason for that is because I wanted to give a few seconds props to Jason McHugh, our resident artist, who is a Discord member, a subscriber. He's been with me since almost the beginning of the channel and does all of the artwork for the channel and never asks for a thing. I offer him things. I really try to offer things and he doesn't want a thing. Basically, his quote unquote is this is his ride or die. Ajdt family, we are in this together. But I wanted you to see this amazing holiday background, all right? And, I'm a Christian. I celebrate Christmas. I am also from a Jewish background, so I celebrate Hanukkah. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you celebrate. Happy holidays. We are in December. It's December 4th. And what a way to bring the holidays into life by having this type of artwork, amazing artwork. So thank you, Jason. Shout out again. And you're going to see that through the entirety of December until we get to New Year's. And who knows what will happen next. But for now, that's where we're at. So, I'm going to just tell you right now, market day, I don't even know what to tell you about the market day. Fire market day today. If you didn't make money in the market today, wow, then we need to have a conversation. You need to set up with me a one-on-one because we need to figure out what happened that you did not make money today. If you follow the AJDT best day trade stock list, and if you looked at it today and this morning, there was a lot of meat on the bone that was ready to be eaten. And we have said it over and over again. We went through a situation for the last couple of weeks of a market pulling down pretty significantly where, it dropped down 5, almost 6%. And everyone said it's not done yet, including me. And I still think, listen, be careful, be safe, lock in those profits while you can, because there's a chance that the market is going to turn and come back down a little bit, especially going into December 9th or 10th, and I'm not sure the exact date, but we're going to get a decision on the Fed based on the rate cut. And you know that the jobs report was out. There's some information there, based on jobless claims. So some good, some bad, but I'm just going to tell you right now, we are just waiting in a holding pattern to see. But the market today did not care about any of the news, any of the sentiment of what's going on in the news. There was some good stuff going on. We had good things out of the administration in the White House yesterday, some good news in the market today about different relationships, negotiations, and things causing the market to turn and run in a green pattern. All I saw today were bulls. All I saw was Norm. I saw this guy right here, Norm, not Cliff. And what I would tell you is that today was a day that many people made a lot of money. And in the Discord where we went in and we were talking about levels, I knew I was going to be in a meeting today. So early morning in the Discord, I last night and this morning, I built out some levels. I sent it out to the Discord group, said, hey, here are the levels for this stock. Here are the levels for this stock. You requested this one. Here are the levels for that. Make sure you're careful, understand the breakouts, the breakup, the breakdown, where it bounces, understand your support and resistance levels, which is in essence what I'm sharing. And in doing that, also said to them that there's a chance I'm going to be kind of in and out a lot of the morning before, until I get done in the afternoon. And so I made an early decision about jumping into APLD really early and even potentially with the chance that it was going to pull back some more and drop. But I knew that we had a strong pre-market and the market looked very good. Everything was telling me that potentially that APLD, Applied Digital, would run, green today. And if it didn't, okay, I'll figure it out later in the day. I'd be done by about 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the Eastern Standard Time. And so we're going to get in and talk about APLD and what it did today. But I was not disappointed, and I am never disappointed with APLD. And a lot of the Discord members are trading APLD every single day because it is extremely easy to read. You can read the levels, you know where it's going, and you can make good money if you know what you're doing with Applied Digital. Yes, I'm an APLD fan. In the Discords I've been a part of for many years, they had named me Josh Loves APLD. In our Discord, the AJDT, Average Joe Day Trader channel, you would think that my handle, my name would be AJDT or Average Joe. It's not. It's Josh Loves APLD. And I do love APLD, but we'll get to that. We're going to talk about that as we get into the charts. Most all the AJDT stocks today ran green. We're going to go through each one of them very quickly, and I'm going to share some other things you should be looking at right now, some stocks you should be focused on right now. Some I've already talked about in the last few weeks. Some you should be focused on right now. Some are big boy blue chip stocks. Some are very small cap stocks, very affordable. But I'm going to throw them out there to you. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time in those charts, but I want to make sure that you put them on your radar and you put them on your watch list. So first, I will tell you, SoFi did not have a good day today. I am a huge SoFi fan. They dropped very hard today. And you would say to me like, well, you just said you love SoFi. Why would they drop so bad? Well, they dropped hard because they actually announced today a $1.5 billion public offering of common stock. Now, let me share with you real quick what that means. And shout out to Ravi for throwing it in the Discord for everybody to understand and know about. This is amazing long-term. Amazing long-term. Short-term, it's not good. Okay, now for someone like me, I like when Chris Sane tells us, when there's blood in the streets, it's time to eat, right? It's time to buy that stock. So SoFi dropped $1, $2 per share on an unbelievable uptrend. And we are going to look at that chart in a little bit. But on my Average Joe Day Trader stock list, SoFi's not doing great because of this offering. Now, short term, not good because there may be dilution, liquidation. People are going to sell off. People are going to panic sell because they think that something's wrong. It's not. It's actually the best time to be in a stock like SoFi if they put that money and that capital into good places. They use it financially wisely. If they use it to build and grow out whatever their systems are or their outlets. But SoFi is an all-in-one bank. They don't borrow money to lend money. They have their own money, which makes them unique. Most banks you go to, Wachovia, Bank of America, Capital One, any of these other banks, you borrow money. A lot of them are getting money from other banks, other institutions. They borrow that money. You pay part of the cost they pay back to another company. SoFi doesn't do that. SoFi is all in one, which makes them incredible. But where they are right now, where they dropped right now, is a great buying opportunity. I had already gone in and looked at options to see how expensive they would be January 2026, June, July 2026, January 2027. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. But is it worth it in the long run? Well, I can't give you that advice. In my opinion, I'm going to probably get some longer dated calls because I think that they are going to be fire when SoFi continues to crank. But remember, SoFi is a slow mover. It's not a fast mover. It's easy to day trade and a good stock to buy if you want to make quick investments where you can watch it move up and down, but it's not super quick. It's not like a SPY where it's bouncing up and down, or a Tesla, or these big blue chip companies, the Mag 7. Not anything like that. Anyway, that's a lot about SoFi. Let's move off of SoFi and get to the rest. So just to be aware of what's going on with SoFi. All right, let's look at the market overall, and then we're actually going to go to the heat map on TradingView. This is my Webull heat map. I don't use it much anymore because it only gives you limited information in here, but I wanted to show you the S&P 500 closed today up 0.11%, 0.11%. The Dow Jones was slightly down today, and the NASDAQ was up 0.22%. And when we go to the heat map, you can see that there's, some volatility. The gray is sort of, the zero. It didn't move up. It didn't move down. The pink is down 1%. As you get into the red here, like down here, this is about 2%. And this super dark red, burgundy red, is the blood. It's down more than 3% or more. But you go the other way, you got 1%, and look at NVIDIA, up over 2% today. Meta, up over 3% today. These are big. Microsoft, up 0.65%, okay? Google pulling back a little bit, and we expected Google pull back a little bit. But the big names are pumping up. And then 3% up, like Meta. You got some of these smaller stocks in here. Tesla was up, 1.74%. So, overall, you got a lot of mixed sentiment in what happened today. But all in all, a very good day. And I'm going to take you right into the charts now so that we can look at the AJDT best day trade stock lists. So you can see it. And this is obviously the November list. We're not done with it yet. So here's Tesla. All right. Nice opening bell run. Pulled back. Sort of, dropped a little bit. Not quite to the bottom. It sort of met where the pre-market pricing was. And ran back up. Came back down a little bit. And a beautiful end of the day. 445.39 to a high of 454.87. You're talking almost $10 per share for Tesla today. And if you play Tesla like I do, you would have been in You would have been in TSLL, and the other Teslas that run up with Tesla. And I'm going to show those to you very quickly so you know what they are. But obviously I got my S&P 500. We got Tesla itself, nice run up. And that's the 15-minute. TSLR runs up with it. TSLT runs up with it. And TSLL runs up with it. And then you have the ones that when Tesla is dumping and going down, then those run up. But because Tesla was in an upslope today, TSLQ ran down and TSLS ran down. So now you'd almost want to say to yourself, if Tesla doesn't run up more tomorrow, then there may be an opportunity with TSLS and TSLQ. And you can buy it at $20 a share or $5 a share. So consider that. Wait and see what Tesla's going to do. And I also will provide to the Discord the Tesla level so they know exactly what's happening and where it's going. But that is Tesla. Let's get back to AJDT's list. Yeah, I got a lot of watch lists. All right, AMD. Nice morning into the afternoon, right at the noon bell, kind of lunchtime it turned and headed back down. NVIDIA, same thing, but nice crank and run up today, and you saw it was up. Palantir, nice run up here at noon, also turned about 12:30, came down, and then turned and came back up. Not bad, 174.73, closed at 177.92. That's a good day for Palantir. Intel. Listen, Intel, not a good day for Intel. Not a good day for Intel. And why? Does anybody want to guess right now? Say it out loud in front of your TV or your phone or your laptop, whatever you talk to. Why did Intel do this today? Intel did this today because Intel did this yesterday. Solid up, and now it's pulling back down. Okay? So keep your eye on Intel. Good chance maybe here to run back up. APLD, oh man, so let's look at APLD for a minute. We're going to pause here. Okay? Now, my blue and yellow lines are the levels I provide to the Discord. I go in and update my chart based on those levels so that while the Discord and the members of the Discord and I are talking through and chatting through the APLD, breakouts, up, down, whatever it's going to be, I've got these levels posted right here. And so I can follow the levels and tell you like this right here. Let's go here, okay? And by the way, before I go too far, you notice what happened in the box strategy? This is yesterday's trading day. If you don't know my box strategy, then there are videos I make about my box strategy, but this is the box strategy. The day before trading, it starts at the bottom all the way to a high. You build the box around that. You pull it through to the next day. Well, it stayed, and it basically respected this 29.20. We're going to call it a support level because that's what it did. Now at open, APLD always at open. Let me pull it up. Here we go. APLD always at open does a bit of a drop first. Let's go to the 5 minute so you can see it a little bit better. Oops. Go back to auto. Okay. So you can see here, looking at the 5 minute, APLD, opened up, boom, it starts dropping down, dropped all the way down to 28.70. Okay, now I told the Discord group, hey, I'm probably not going to have a chance to trade with you today, APLD, but I decided, you know what, I'm getting in. I'm going to jump in. I trust this stock so much. I know its patterns so well that I did get the opportunity to watch the opening market bell and see what happened. I usually wait anywhere from 5-10 minutes to 20-30 minutes, to get to that 10 o'clock hour to see if it's shaking out anything that's going on institutionally with hedge funds, whatever. Today I said, no way, forget it. I watched it drop down to here, and obviously I'm more in the 15 minute. So I watched it drop down to here. Okay, get back to it. And immediately from 28.70, it started banging on a green. It started turning and running green. So I'm like, okay. So I got in at 28.85. I just I bought in at 28.85, 1,000 shares. I'm in. That's it. I'm in. And I told the group, okay, I'm in at 28.85 and I'm going away. I'm walking away from my phone, the computer, everything. I got to run a meeting and then I'll come back. And it was like, Lord Jesus, show me the money. Please, Lord, help me in this trade, right? And so you're going to see right here, I don't even have to share with you too much. Let me go back to auto. You can see exactly what APLD did today. Matter of fact, new high, not 52 week, but it hadn't been up here since before the drop many weeks ago, but back up to 31.68 as a high. Okay, now here's what I did because I knew I wouldn't be able to watch this thing all day. I sold out, and I can't tell you exactly where I sold out at. The Discord would be screaming at me right now. I think I got in at 28.85. I got it out at 29.65. I think it was. 80 cents. Yep, 80 cents. I cleared $800 and I'm not disappointed in that. But guess what? Some of the other Discord members, they knew better. They were watching the candlestick patterns and letting it run. I just couldn't babysit it today. So I got out, made $800. Some of them made today 700, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. And listen, we're playing these stocks together and you're getting the levels by being in the Discord. So great day for APLD. Super amazing day for APLD. Some people that are bag holding still up towards this 33, 34 range. We're getting there. You're going to get there. Don't worry. I'm in it long-term retirement. And yes, it dropped. My average is a lot lower, but it did drop. I was very happy. It was at $40. Okay. This bad boy was at $40. Okay. $40.20. Ignore all these crazy lines because it does look like a mess. I have a method to my madness, and I'm going to teach you my madness when I hold our charting class. And yes, it's coming. It's coming. I don't know how to do it yet. And that's the problem. But I do want to get that class going for everybody. So back to the 30-minute, back to the 15-minute. The box strategy works. It showed us in morning the confirmation that it was going to run and break. It broke out of the box. It broke the 29.80 level, the 30.20 level, the 30.80 level, and it got all the way up here. We don't have a level, up until about the 32s. Okay, on my TradingView account I do. That was my top level, and I didn't think we were going to get to that top level today, but we did. We broke it, 31.68 high. Good job. Congratulations to everyone in the Discord that made that fire money. Proud of you. Proud of you. Good job. Brigetti, RGTI. Look at this run today. $25.53 all the way to $30.33. Incredible. Here's SoFi, and it's exactly what I was talking about. Look, you could have made money in SoFi today, had a nice upward run until this late day announcement, and then it just totally went to the bottom. But look what it did down here on my levels, 27.61. It spiked and hit 27.72. It did respect this support level, and the next candle, another support level. The only thing about SoFi, if I can get this, no, never mind. SoFi is a 24-hour stock, so it's running right now. And here we are at about 7 o'clock in night, and that's what it's doing. And so still a great opportunity. And it did flatten back out. It met the day's low, and it flattened back out. I think this is a very good opportunity. My opinion, I already was taking a look to see, and before 8 p.m. hits tonight, which it's actually 6:53 p.m. on the dot, when it hits 7:45, I'm going to look and see where the stock's at and get in. But the way I'm looking at it right now, I think it's starting to turn. You can even see that the MACD has crossed over the signal. We're getting back to some green. Now, obviously, not going to get a lot of volume late at night, but it's already making a turn. I personally believe SoFi is going to get back to where it was sort of landed up today. So if you got a chance to snipe $1 or $2 per share, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I'm going to do. So be careful. Don't do it unless you know how to track and trend this and you're comfortable with your own risk levels. I'm comfortable if it doesn't go up $2 a share, I guess I would say, or if it drops $2 per share, I'm fine holding on to it for a little while because SoFi for me is a long term. And this drop right here, based on this $1.5 million drop, is a long-term opportunity. That's what this is, an opportunity. This is not a bad situation. It's a great opportunity. Keep it in mind. QBTS had a very nice run today as well. Look at this, the quantums, 24.71 to 29.07. And I'm telling you, so much money made in the market today. I hope you were in some of these, AJDT family. SMR, same thing. Look at this, $19.50 to $20.35 as a, $23.35. $19.50 to $23.35. What an incredible run. for SMR. Cypher, same thing. Had a nice here, pulled back a little bit, but then it continued on. This was a, let's get out of there, $20.08 from $18.02. Incredible runs. Nice. Look at this run. And it hit a level of resistance, and it respected the level of resistance, although I don't like it when it respects resistance because that's not a cool play, but it did respect it, right? So you got to say, wow, Josh, you might be doing something right. If all of your levels are showing that they're hitting support or resistance and respecting them, something's going on right here. And they did hit this 1651 resistance level and pulled it down. The goal is to see UUU continue to break through this, and I think it will. EOSE, kind of a volatile day for EOSE today, but you could have made nice money. $13.22 here to a high of $16.05, and it stayed here. Forget the volatility comment. It's not there. I'm on a 5-minute chart. Go back to the 15 and look at that crank. You stay on the 15 or the 30. Man, there's nothing to do but just watch this bad boy. A lot of my friends love to be just in the 1 hour or the 4 hour. I can't use the 4 hour. It doesn't work for me. But the 4 hour. And look, again, another resistance level. It respected. It bounced back and it's pulling down. Options traders, you guys could be using these. Options traders, you all could be using these for your calls and your puts. Go figure. Support and resistance. That's how you play the market. Okay, QUBT. Let's go back to the 15-minute. All right. Nothing but up. Okay, look at that. Nothing but up today. QS, nothing but up today. NVTS, you get the story. We're going to see it in every one of them. NVTS, ONDS, nice. Not as much, but up, down a little bit. Bang, up. 934 closed higher. OPEN, up. BBAI, where is my BBAI army? Check this out. I'm actually going to hashtag BBAI on this video alone because I know it gets people watching this video. Look at the results for BBAI. Check it out. 602 to 718. $1.16 per share today. I know some of you are bag holding. You got to be cheering. Congratulations for you. And for those of you that might have played it today, good job. And for those of you that are with me long-term waiting, $10. It's coming. It's coming. I'm not listening to all the noise out there that all these other YouTubers say. BBI is a dead stock. It's never going anywhere. It's never going to do anything. Okay. All right. Well, when I'm on my rocking porch with my Lamborghini in the driveway, based on my BBI win, we'll see how you're doing. Okay. SLDP, all up today. And LAES, all up today. Just about every single average Joe day trader pick that I trend for you over 30 days using the 9, 20, 50, and 200 EMA levels. I'm also using a 5-day, 30-minute range to find floor and ceiling, building box strategies, and telling you where the levels are and putting them on the list for you. And the December list is on its way. I'm still testing a few stocks, and some of these may actually come off. But after a day like today, how do I pull anything off of here? Well, I'm still going to pull some off because they're not trending daily. Everybody had an awesome day today. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut in the woods. This was our day where every blind squirrel found a nut today. And hopefully you locked in your profits and you're ready for the next day for tomorrow because we may see a little bit of pullback. Be careful. Last thing I want to share with you as far as this goes, and that's the S&P 500. We didn't look at the chart together. So some volatility here, but consider it opened up here. All right, it kind of ran flat all day, and I'll take flat versus, down. And again, see my levels. Listen, it respected and rejected double bottom. It rejected this support level and pushed back up. It tested it again and pushed back up, and it went, and then it started cranking, and it broke through this resistance level. And if you look at this resistance level, what are you all seeing in this resistance level? It's using it as a support here. It came down, used it as a resistance, used it as support, came down, back up, using it as support, right? So the levels are right. You just have to make sure you know how to trade the levels. Educate yourself. all I can say. A few other things to keep your eye on, and those are the ones I've been talking about, like MP materials. I did a video on them the other day. Look at this amazing run, 57.92 to 62.05. All right, materials. USAR is another one that I said to keep your eye on. Put it on your watch list. Look at this crank today from $13.94 to $17.73. ACHR, which is Archer Aviation, is another one that I did the levels for the Discord. They had asked for Archer, and so look at this. I know several people made some nice money in that today, 823 to 906. We also looked at IREN today. IREN had a hard drop, but I believe is recovering and is going to continue to recover. IREN is a lot like APLD, a nice run up today. Poet, right? Let's take a look at Poet. I haven't looked at Poet yet today. Poet also, nice run up today. And I'm going to go, I made a video and I still believe very strongly in Joby. Go check out my Joby video. Amazing run up today. So nothing but green in the market today. Thank you, Cliff. Our bear didn't touch a thing. Thank you, Norm, the bull who pushed everything up. I hope you are enjoying these videos. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. And join our Discord. Get in there with us. We're making money together. We're going to get wealthy together. We're staying financially healthy together. We're trading smart together. We even had some tough discussions today, helping out a Discord member that was bag holding some stocks, and basically the stocks weren't going anywhere. Did they pump a little bit today? Yes, they did pump a little bit today. But if you sit in a stock bag holding for 30 days and it's at a loss, well, you're bag holding something that's basically handcuffed all your money, and now you don't have the ability the next day to trade that powder, to trade that cash. So sometimes you have to consider and look at your risk and look at your position and say, is it okay to sell this stock at a loss for $2,000 to lose $2,000 to free up my $15,000, because tomorrow I'm going to play that $15,000 and potentially I could make $2,000, or $500 or whatever it may be. Gain it and do that a few times. Wash, rinse, repeat. 30 days of $200 in profits is better than 15 days of being stuck in a loss of $2,000. Okay. Anyway, maybe I'll put a video out about that and talk a little bit more about that and show some scenarios about that because it's very important. But I hope you had an awesome day. I'm super excited about what we're seeing right now, but be careful, be cautious. Watch the pre-market tomorrow morning, the overnight into pre-market, and see what the market's doing. Check your levels, chart your charting. Make sure you see your support and resistance, know the candlestick patterns. I can't say that enough to you. You've got to educate yourself and learn, and you will be successful. Thank you for being here. God bless you. Josh out. Peace.